We're going to move on to departmental reports. Do we have a police report?
Corporal Matt Bone, Carlsbad Traffic Unit. Filling in for Lieutenant Thomas while he's on vacation. There was a few items, some pertinent information that he just wanted to relay before the next meeting.
Okay, please take the floor.
I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. It's just a short presentation, a couple slides we'll get through, and if you guys have any questions, we'll get to those. Can everyone see the screen?
Not yet.
1 second. Is everyone seeing the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Okay. Once again, my name is Corporal Matt Bowen. I'm with the traffic unit. I'm an accident investigator and just wanted to relay some of the information Lieutenant Thomas wanted passed on to you guys. First thing, starting off with the schools did open back up August 24th. We have our motor units that are all assigned their designated schools are back to enforcing both morning and afternoons to help with any traffic issues and keep some of the kids safe. In addition to that, we do have the crossing guards that are also back at the school locations to assist the kids getting to school safely. We have Avenida and Encinas parking restrictions. The city council adopted an ordinance to restrict overnight parking on Avenida and Encinas between Palomar Airport Road and Poinsettia Lane. Also on Rain Tree Drive and Macadamia Drive. The ordinance went into effect August 28th of 2021. The signage has been posted with no parking from 11 p.m. to 5 a.m. The city's approach to this is this first month or so is more of an educational thing with some warnings until the new ordinance becomes knowledgeable to a lot of the people that are utilizing this area to park, at which time we will switch over more to an enforcement type approach to it. In addition to that, we also have the electrical vehicle charging station enforcement. So in accordance with California Vehicle Code section 22511, the city has adopted an ordinance which prohibits parking a vehicle in a EV or electric vehicle parking spot unless the vehicle is actively charging or the connected EV has not exceeded the 2-hour parking time limit, whichever duration is greater. Starting September 1st, the Carlsbad Police Department has started enforcing the city electric vehicle charging station violations for the first month, again here focusing on the education portion of it prior to moving into more of the enforcement with citations. And last but not least, we obtained, the police department purchased an electric message board. The message board has been deployed at Carlsbad Boulevard north of Cannon Road for now, facing southbound traffic. Currently, the message reads loud exhaust enforcement ahead, just to notify that we are taking loud exhaust enforcement along the boulevard. That is all I have.
Okay, thank you. We hear about this loud exhaust, I think every meeting, every month we hear the complaints and the enforcement. Do we have any commissioner comments or questions? Commissioner Pensier?
I read something in the paper where the police department had gone into some restaurants and bars with a breath analyzer and asked if any of the patrons wanted to check and see if they were too drunk to drive. And I don't know whether you have any information on that, but I'd like to hear if you do, if you have some details on how many people you contacted. Did you stop anybody? How was that received?
I have a limited amount of information. I was personally not involved in this. It's a limit campaign that we usually do through our OTS grant, where we go out around the downtown area bars. It's more of an educational thing, just to kind of give people the opportunity to kind of see when they go out for a night of drinking, if they've had a beer or two, just kind of see where they're at. We bring out all of our breathalyzers and people are allowed to utilize those to kind of see where they're at. Just kind of gives people an idea of how many drinks they've had and kind of where they're at. So it's not necessarily geared towards an enforcement, like a DUI checkpoint, more of just an educational thing, but it's usually received pretty well from what I've heard.
Could you ask if when perhaps next month, a few more details on that? You know, if anybody just failed and said, "Oh, great, I'm glad you did this," you know, maybe some numbers, and just really interested in how well that works. Apparently, it's not the first time you've done it. It sounds like you do it periodically. That's the first time I knew about it. It was just reading the notice in the paper.
Yeah, absolutely. I can get with Lieutenant Thomas and get some of that information for the next meeting.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay, any other comments or questions? Vice Chair Perez?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. For Commissioner Pensier, I think that there was an article actually in the news. I think it's called Know Your Limit. And I think that was the piece. And it was a pretty good little piece. And Lieutenant Thomas was actually giving some information about that. So maybe I'll forward that over. But yeah, it would be nice to get some information from Lieutenant Thomas about this this program.
Okay, any other comments, questions? Okay, thank you. Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you.